Nick, will you commit to not deferring your zoning board of appeal meeting, which I know is a common developer trick?
Say that again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Will you commit to not deferring a zoning board of appeal meeting, which I know is a common trick used by developers?
I've never heard this one before, Phil. The only time that you would defer a zoning is if you're trying to work something out with the neighbors and you still haven't completed, so you ask the board to give you more time to complete your plans. I don't have any plans on deferring this for any reason, unless something like I just told you, if we are trying to finalize something with the neighbors and we haven't quite got there and we need more time, as anybody else would do, you just ask for more time to complete what you have to do in order to go in front of the board and make sure that you have the neighbors and the city with you.
So you wouldn't set a date, and then when the date comes up that day, you wouldn't move it to another date?
Phil, I don't set the date. Ziggy can tell you. They set the date.
It would be like 2 months.
So that's a no.
It would probably, if everything went well, if we were lucky, I would think 3-4 months from now.
Yeah.
Probably would be 3-4 months from now. I don't know.
There are different types of deferrals. Obviously, there's the type of deferral where a petitioner comes in and says, we need a deferral for this or that reason. There's also administrative deferral where the plans examiner asks or requests for a deferral because the violations were not cited correctly. There are violations missing from the refusal, and thus the relief granted would not be sufficient to allow the petitioners to actually start construction. In terms of asking them to commit, no deferrals, sometimes it's ISD themselves, the examiners, that ask for deferrals. It's case dependent. I think they've given the best answer. They've made an attempt to answer the question, but sometimes it's not in the petitioner's control. I think it's just important to note that with deferrals with this process.
Mr. Stembridge?
For both the 11 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. Hearings, are there any requests for withdrawals or deferrals from those time frames?
Yes, Mr. Stembridge.
Please. What's the address?
Yes, address, sorry, wasn't prepared. It's in the 11 o'clock block of hearings, opinion cases, 1A to 1B Mystic Street and 223 to 225 Bunker Hill Street.
So those would be case BOA 159-8189, excuse me, and with the address of 1A to 1B Mystic Street, along with case BOA 159-8199, with the address of 223 to 225 Bunker Hill Street, as Attorney Morency said, from the 11 o'clock time frame. And would you go ahead and explain, please?
Certainly. My name is George Morency. I'm an attorney with the business address of 350 West Broadway in South Boston. Madam Chair, it's come to light that there was an error in the advertising. There is a violation on one of the projects for side yard insufficiency. It appears on the zoning refusal letter. It does not appear in the legal advertising. I'd like to have a deferral so I can coordinate with ISD and get the both cases re-advertised.
Mr. Stembridge, I do have a deferral request, Mr. Stembridge. I'm sorry. The first two matters in the rediscussion, they're companion cases, Bunker Hill Street and Mystic Street.
Okay, so that would be for case BOA 159-8189 with the address of 1A to 1B Mystic Street, and along with that case BOA 159-8199 with the address of 223 to 225 Bunker Hill Street.
Thank you, Mr.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr.
Moran.
Stambridge. Apologies for talking over you. Good morning, Madam Chair. My name is George Moranci. I'm an attorney with the business address of 350 West Broadway in South Boston. Madam Chair, in light of the 6-member board, I'd like to request an administrative deferral for these two matters.
I'm here on behalf, looking for the deferral for 1A through 1B Mystic Street and companion case 223 through 225 Bunker Hill Street on behalf of my colleague, George Moranci.
Okay, that's the first ones.
Yes.
So that would be those would be for case BOA 1598189 with the address of 1A to 1B Mystic Street. Along with that will be case BOA 1598199 with the address of 223 to 225 Bunker Hill Street. Would you go ahead and explain, Attorney Rick?
Thank you, Mr. Stembridge. Madam Chair, members of the board, Attorney Ryan Spitz with Adams and Moranci, business address of 168 8th Street, first floor, South Boston. I'm here on behalf of my colleague, George Moranci, looking for an administrative deferral.